Welcome from YouTube and everywhere else. Kristen from San Francisco. How's the little earthquake you guys had yesterday? Did you feel it? That was a thing that happened. All right. You ready for this, Kristen, Alexandra, and Gregory? Everybody else who's just joining me. We are going to be diving into... let me scroll down. There's more people commenting. Sorry about that. Gerard from Lyon, France. How appropriate. But let's match this, and this is what I think is so cool. This is going to be your new best friend. I'm so excited about this. Okay, so take notes. Bookmark this video. Let's get rid of all this other junk. We don't need this other junk. Let's just keep those two layers. We're going to keep it nice and clean. Here's my two layers. We want to steal colors from space and apply them to our lion, and we're going to do it non-destructively. So we're going to go down, and we're going to add a curves adjustment layer. Bam, there it is, curves. And typically people will kind of make this a guessing game. You're like, okay, I need to first of all, let me clip it so it just affects the lion. They're like, okay, I'll bring the contrast down and maybe bring up the brightness, and oh, maybe it's blue, so I got to change this to blue, right? Like that. And you really don't need to do that. I'm going to reset this. I'm just going to make sure that this is selected, that this curves layer is selected and not the mask. But I'm going to hold down the Option key. You ready for this? Anas from NYC. Click Auto, right? And that's going to bring up these auto color correction settings that I actually already have set up because I cheated. Shame on me. But typically it's like this. It's set up like where these are just black, grays, and white. So it might not look different at all. But this is the cool thing, is this is where we get to pick the dark and light colors. So right in here, I'll kind of come in here. You can see the difference in all these. Find dark and light colors. Yeah, let's go find them. Let's find the shadows. Clicking there, clicking on the shadows in the background. Boom, gives it a little bit of blue. Midtones. Yeah, we're going to steal from the sky. Click around. We've stolen from the sky. Click OK. Highlights are going to be not pure white, but it's going to be a little bit yellow, right? Because I'm just kind of sampling from this area. So that's how you define the three colors. And you could tweak this all day long. So especially mid-tones. Zoop. All right, you can see what I'm doing, and you can see just the amount of control you have when you go this route over doing the match color, right? So done. Click OK. What did it do? Yeah, let's save this as the default. But look, all this is what it did is it went in and bent all these various curves so I didn't have to, which I think is nice. Edwin from Vegas. Nina from the UK. All right, scrolling down. Thank you, Michelle. I think it's awesome and super easy. And like I said, it's non-destructive. So I can turn that on and off, and I have that sort of flexibility. So that's like the cool thing that I wanted to show you guys, because a lot of people will add a lot more adjustment layers to get to this point. Now, you ready for this? Now what we're going to do is we are going to apply those same settings, because this is for astrology signs, and I need to apply it to a whole different composition. So we're going to jump in and do that right now. So go back in here, and we're back. So right in here, and again, I've used this before, but I'm still working on all the astrology signs. Before this ibex, right? We want to do the same thing. So we will add our curves layer right in here. There we are. And remember, we set it as our default for auto. So now all I need to do is click auto and then make sure it's clipped. Oops, that's the one thing I didn't do. But just go ahead and bam, click auto, and then that one is set up and looks good, as you can see. Right? Don't you think this is nice, Annika? Because like it's always been a guessing game for me in the past, trying to make sure the colors of one photo match another one. And we could do this all day long, by the way. Like, I have other examples that I'm also working on. So here's a crab, a Scorpio. We are actually at, give me 1 second. I don't have all the dates memorized. June to July, which is Cancer. Okay. And there we go. Here's another one, Cancer. is a scorpion. All right, we got it. Guys got it? Let's just double check. Cancer is a scorpion. So for all of you Cancers, so all of you have birthdays out there today, we can jump in and go ahead and cut out this guy. So let's do this really fast. And we'll go to properties. We'll remove background. Bam, it's removed. Yeah, we could clean it up some more. I get it. I desperately need to. B for brush. Let's do it, Paul. Make it happen. Let's just jump in here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Get in there. Crank this flow all the way up. Take a little out from there, because this is going to bother me a little bit. And there are other ways to clean it up. I get it. But we're just going to get this to a point to where we kind of like it. Right, there we are. Let's remove the ground right there. And over here. There you go. Right, and he already has some cool color to him. So this is going to work out, I think, pretty well. Let me know if you guys have questions in English, because I see some Spanish over there. And I'm like, my Spanish is really rusty. Okay, so we're doing this for Ingrid. Ingrid Misner. It is her birthday, I take it this month or next month. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's take this guy, right? We could start bending him, so I'll convert him to a smart object. We'll go into the puppet warp tool, right? We'll just set some pins in here. Zoop. Bend this scorpion like so. Kick out his legs. Making this easy, right? It doesn't have to be hard. Bring that tail up, something like that, right? But basically bend it along the curve of the earth in this case. Right, like that. Okay. The colors actually look pretty good, but they're not quite right. We're going to do the same thing right in here. We're going to jump in, add our curves adjustment layer, clip it, hit the auto button. And you can see what it is there. It's actually using a different background on a totally different object. So I'm showing you here that it actually doesn't always work in all cases. But the nice thing is we can always go in and edit it down because we still have that flexibility. So I could just pull that blue down like so, add some shadows to it, and go from there. So... all right, Tauren is also a Scorpio as well. Awesome. Let's crank up this brush. Let's take the flow down. Wait for it. Had some issues with my monitor. Sorry about that. And we can kind of paint in, you know, some of the shadowing is all I'm doing, guys. You guys get the idea. Da-da-da, painting that in like so. Just finishing this up as fast as possible. And adding some more darks in here. Which again, we have the curves. If we turn off the curves, we can see that's brighter and then it gets darker. And from here, I can make it even darker like that. But in this case, I'm going to bring back, so I'm going to hit B for brush, and I'm going to paint on, just make it lighter on one side and then darker on the other. So there you go, something like that. That's all I'm doing. There's your Scorpio for Tauren and all the Scorpios out there. You guys get the idea. At least it's the start of something, huh? But that's how I match photos really easily using the curves panel and changing the settings for the auto button. Oh, Ingrid wants a crab. Yes, I know. I'll have to do them all later. I just appreciate you guys hanging out. By the way, I do have a crab in here that again I'll have to work on some more as well. So there's the crab. Here's a ram as well, and then also we have a bull. They're all done the same way. In fact, remove background. Bam. Okay, last one, because this is so easy. Let's see if I can get it done in like under 15 seconds. Yeah, I can. Boom. There it is. Tinted that color. And I would refine this a lot more to make it look right. But you guys get the idea. All right. All right, there you go. Boom. There's a crazy bowl that needs more work. Obviously, jump in and use the refine edge tool to get rid of that part, and use the brush tool. Hit the subtract to remove. Bam, bam. Click OK. Shabam. And that's well on its way as well. Cool. Thanks, Jorge and Torin and Hannah and every Marion and Jim. Yes, thank you, Jim. Just so you know, it is all about clicking the auto button. Here's another way to do this, and maybe I'll just leave this up for everybody. You could hold down the Option key and click, or you can go right up to this flyout menu, but you're going to the auto options. So auto options in the curves dialog. Hopefully that makes sense for you, my friends. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll let you guys go. Thank you for being such kind people, and hit me up on all the social medias, as you can see below. Would love to continue the conversation and let me know what you guys want to see next. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys. Bye.